up, though? It's your boy, C-Phrase17, Inspires the Block, better known as Corey. And this is the new year of my podcast, Live from the Kitchen. And we doing this a little different this time. I got my boy in the house with me, one of Chi-Town's finest. And, you know, he going to be the co-host with me on this podcast. Say what's up, Aaron. Tell them a little bit about yourself, man, because I got a nice little audience. They've been waiting on me because I've been gone for a while. But talk to the people a little bit and let them know, you know, what's going on with you.
Man, what's going on, man? This is Aaron, man. Originally from Chicago, South Side, man. Just here in the A now, trying to make it happen.
Yeah, big up to the A.
Trying to make it happen down here. This is where it's booming at down here, man. A lot of people don't know Black Hollywood, aka.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a big opportunity down here. That's one of the reasons why I moved down here. And, I mean, so far, I'm loving it. You know, I ain't had no problems other than, you know, job situations, but it is what it is. You know, when you a black man in America, you got to get in where you fit in at. And that's just one of the issues. But at the same time, we doing this. We about to do something real big and make this thing pop off. And I'm real confident about it. You know, I mean, I really do. I got a vision, I got a dream, and it's really just to do these podcasts, do these YouTube videos, do these Instagram videos, and really make something big happen. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
How you feel about this wave of 2018? How you feeling about 2018? Because we here.
I'm feeling positive about it, man. I feel like it's gonna be a good year, man. It's gonna be a good year for everything, man. I'm gonna try to do things different, man. I want to put in. I gotta put in this effort behind making this happen behind you, though. That's one thing that I gotta push for this year, because I know you've been trying to get my little knucklehead ass in for the longest. So I'm most definitely gonna buckle down. Let's get it on in, man. That's what I'm aiming for.
I mean, no doubt. I mean, I'm with you on it. I just, you know, for the people listening, you know, when I first met you, you know, I always liked you. You gave that aura, you gave that kind of energy that was real dope. You know, and ever since then, we just really been on, you know, on a new wave, and we just been tight, because one thing for sure, two things for certain. You know, down here in Atlanta, you got to find your circle. You know, you got to find the people that you connect with. You can't just trust anybody. You know, and you one of them was when I met you that, you know, it was just dope that I met somebody from the Midwest that understood the culture, that understood what life was like up top, but yet we down here in the South.
Yeah, it's a motherfucker. Well, that's a concrete jungle from up north, man. People just don't know.
Preach.
Just don't know. Just don't know.
You know, I think for me, man, 2018, it's going to be a big year. And the reason why it's going to be a big year, because I'm not afraid to make it a big year. I think that's the difference between me and you and a lot of people that's down here. They come down here with these, how can I explain it, these, you know, limited dreams without really trying to make it happen, unless you're a rapper or actor or something like that, or video vixen, or, you know, a female shaking her you know what in the strip club. But it's the land of opportunity. It's all based on what you do with it. And this is what I'm looking forward to this year, really making something big of it, you know. And I just want to ask you, like, you know, outside of what we doing right now, where you see us headed to with this?
Man, like I said, I want to invest my time and energy into it. So I see it, man. I see it taking off real soon, man. Like at least by the summer, man. Hopefully everything will be.
I'm with you on that.
Be where it needs to be. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna put that out there. I'm gonna claim that part, man. And that's all. It's gonna be hard work. You know, you waking up at 4 in the morning every morning. You know, that's
hard.
Nothing but dedication into it, man. And you know, and I gotta go right behind you. So that's what it really is. So we finished getting this team together, man. I see big things, man. Big things.
I think one of the keys is that, you know, we feed off each other. You know, I mean, I think that's imperative that we feed off each other's energy, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be times when I need you to pick me up and vice versa. It's going to be times when you hit me up, you're like, hey, did you do such and such, to make sure I ain't slacking on what I need to be doing. And I think that's the important part about having a team, is that, you know, you may have that front man, but at the same time, we all work in unison. You know, everybody have each other back. everybody pull their weight. Everybody make sure that everybody doing what they supposed to do.
Right.
And what reason of having a team if nobody's doing that? And I think that's what me and you work hand in hand at. I think that's what we good at. Just like it talk about steel sharpen steel, man sharpen man. We sharpen each other up. You know, we tools. And so that's why one of the reasons why I pulled you in on what I'm trying to do, because I can see big things in it. You're somebody that I trust, somebody that I know that got the potential, somebody that I know can make things happen when I'm trying to do something, and to make sure that the team and the brand is really doing what it's supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? Let me ask you, man, you know, when you think about where you headed to, right, what are some of the things that you feel like you need to eliminate within yourself?
And my main thing is procrastination, man. Like
We all
shit,
suffer from that.
that shit kills me more than anything right now, man. Like if I could just take that one element, I think, man, I'll be going full every day. Just wake up just ready, you know, like I'm supposed to. I procrastinate too damn much. So that's the main thing I'll take out of myself.
No, I mean, I agree with that. I mean, it's one of the things that, you know, like you mentioned that, you know, I get up at 4 in the morning, but I can't get lax. You know, like, I can get up at 4 in the morning and then turn around and jump on Xbox for 6 hours. When I know there's things that I need to be doing. You get what I'm saying? To fulfill this dream, to make this brand pop. That's just 100. I think that whenever you can identify with that issue, not just talking about us, but that issue alone, procrastination is the murder of time.
It is.
You know, when you procrastinate, you killing time. You know, when we look at Jay-Z, when we look at Puff Daddy, when we look at all these other influential people, they maximize their time. You know, there's no time wasted. This is why they can make $125 million. This is why they can be worth almost $1 billion, because they maximize their time. And I think that once, you know, everybody understand that element of maximizing your time, then the heights that we want to reach, we'll eventually reach them, without question. I'm a firm believer in that. Like I said, that's the only thing that separates us from the greats, is that they maximize their time. People that's in the NBA that end up making it, you know, they took advantage of that time. They maximized that time of them being great. They put in the work. They put in the necessary time. They use all their energy to dedicate, you know, to their dream, to be successful. And I agree with you on that. That's one thing that we got to do, you know, is just maximize our time and not use it frivolously. I mean, I like Xbox. I ain't gonna lie. I only play a couple games.
I think we all do.
Yeah, I only play a couple games, which is
Madden or whatever.
that's it. I'm cool with everything because I got a little shooting game. But you know, those two there, you know, I look up, I get on there. I done spent, man, good 6-7 hours, really doing nothing.
Shit, you know what? Just right then and there. That's why I tell a lot of young cats, a lot of young black cats, like that's trying to head down into this field, or that's doing the same thing. You know, they wake up playing the game. Why not start your own development company? You know, start so you at least putting in that time into something that you love to do, man. Yeah. That's your craft. You can wake up at like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, whatever, and play that shit all the way through, shit, for another 48 hours, and shit. You need to go ahead and just put your time into it, make some money out of it. Like, why not, man? So I try to push a lot of young guys into it, even some of the older cats my age that grew up in the gaming era when it first came out. Atari, Nintendo,
all that too.
Super Nintendo, you know, like shit. It's just, let's put it to work for us at the same time.
Man, I grew up during the time of Atari.
Yeah.
That, you know, I'm you know, putting out my age, but it's all as well. Let me ask you this, man, being a Chicago native, right? What does Chicago mean to you? Especially what's going on, let me say what's going on in Chicago. You know, with all the murders, the unemployment, you know, the gang banging, all that stuff, man. You know, what does Chicago mean to you?
Man, Chicago, man, that's like, man, Wendy, man. She done raised me, man. She done sharpen me all the way around, man. it's just it's sad to see what the youth is coming up to, man. Like what they doing to each other out there. It's just crazy, man. There's no guidance for them out there, man. That's what's killing me, man. I can't wait to get back up there to kind of make somewhat of a difference, man. I can't say I'm gonna make this so-called huge impact overnight, but something needs to happen, man.
Yeah.
You know, on top of what everybody else is doing. I'm not saying nobody's doing nothing, but these kids, they starting out, man, 5 and 6 going around, cussing and shit like that. It's just
Yeah. No,
and
they
then,
do.
they know a lot of these young parents, they glorifying the shit, putting it on Facebook Live, Facebook, YouTube, World Star, all that shit, man. It just need to stop, man. It need to stop, and that's what it is.
No, I agree with you on that. I mean, like I said, I'm from a small town. It ain't number 4 hours away from y'all, but Flint, Michigan. And the same thing that's going on in Chicago, it's going on in Flint. The difference is the population size of the cities.
Right.
But the same senseless killings, the same, gang activity, all that's going on in my small town. Really because of what Chicago do. Growing up, my gang affiliation came from Chicago, GDs.
Oh, right.
That was my gang affiliation. And the only reason we knew about it was because of Chicago. And I think that it takes people like us to serve as an example, on how to do better and how to be better. Like, I'm a firm believer. I believe Chicago would be better if all of the OGs wasn't locked up. This may sound, a little crazy, but if Hoover and all those other individuals that was the leader of those gangs was free, then Chicago wouldn't be what it is today. Because they have their pulse on the streets and they have control of what's going on.
Maybe.
Same way with my city. A lot of the OGs locked up. A lot of people that I had influence on me, they locked up now, growing up. And I think that if they was on the streets, then they would have more of control of what's going on because they were the ones that instituted the principles. They were the ones that came up with those organizations. And so I think that that's sad that, they lock these individuals up, but then complain about what's going on. I'm gonna be blunt about it. Like, you do crime, you gotta do the time.
Exactly.
But at the same time, though, it's like if you understand that this person can still be an influence to the streets to clean it up, then give them the opportunity to get back to the streets to do that. Like, that's just one of my beliefs. Like, I'm a firm believer in criminal justice reform. I believe that something needs to be done with that. Because at the same time, I was one of those victims. I did 17 years in prison, for a crime I didn't commit. Just because I was there, they charged me as an accomplice, and I did have life without parole. However, I was fortunate to win that appeal to eventually have this conversation with you today. Because that wasn't in the playbook.
Right.
It wasn't for me to get out. When they sentenced me to life without parole, they meant that. The difference is, God had a different plan. And they couldn't go outside of God's plan.
Exactly.
And so that's why I believe that those OGs, especially people like Hoover been locked up, since the 80s, somewhere around there?
Yeah.
It's time for that man to be let go so that he can get back and be an influence positively to the streets.
Right.
Because they want it. Don't nobody want to wake up and sell dope every day. Don't nobody want to get up and be a thug in the streets every day. But that's what they know, so they live it.
And it ain't an easy life at all, man. That shit is rough, man. We just besides just the OGs, man. We just need leaders to come step up, just in general, to give our youth, just everybody in our environment, just different visuals, and other than selling dope, rapping, or making it in entertainment, or being an athlete. It's so many different revenues to make money, or even be successful.
Yeah.
So we just need more visuals to be built up through our leadership, man. It's so much to do, even more than being a lawyer or a doctor. That ain't gotta be the main things. The science and technology is coming up now. Apps, gaming, like I
Man,
said,
ain't it?
you know,
Ain't it?
just the science field, just in general, you know, with so much going on.